Hello everyone, and welcome to the Newerth Savage League. I am your host, also known as DarkStorm, and I will be shoutcasting today's event, which features the Storm of Vengeance versus Clan Alpha. This European Division matchup will be played on the map HaaaZe, so let's get right to it with the pregame analysis. Despite its overview, maps don't really get any simpler than HaaaZe. What makes HaaaZe so simple is the fact of its very limited amount of attack vectors for each team. So we will start with the human team, which starts on this map in the lower right corner of the map, represented by the yellow circle. And at the beginning of the game, pretty much the only thing for the human team to do is run over here and garrison this stone mine. And it's very important for them to do that because this part of the map is actually higher than their bases, and so it's important for them to hold this part of the map so that they don't give the beasts a high ground advantage into their base. And after this stone mine is garrisoned, pretty much all that you have left to do as a human is either attack the possible beast sublayer over here, or venture mid and possibly garrison here if your team is crazy enough, or harass the beast base with this lane right here. You're probably wondering why I didn't mention this area right here, and that's because there's actually a gold mine blocking this path, which makes it virtually impossible to rush for either team through that way. As for the beasts, they start opposite the humans in this portion of the map, and the beasts have a little more variety because of their ability to leap. They can either mimic the human strategy and sublayer their high ground with the second stone mine, or they can be crazy and go over here and build a forward attack sub to pressure the human garrison right here. And that's pretty much it. And moving on to the teams for this matchup, it will be a 9 versus 9 in round 1 with the Storm of Vengeance taking the human team and Clan Alpha taking beasts. For the Storm of Vengeance, we have Unreal taking the commander, who has appointed the officer of Takz, with the supporting players HaaaZe, Voldo, Tetius, Laughing Scorpion, Dirkus, and Nemesis. And facing off against them for the Alpha team, SeRpeNt has taken the commander seat, and he has appointed Scar as his officer, with the supporting players of Swift, Obsidian, Anna, I refuse to say that guy's name, Vendetta, Shri-Rim, and Dragon. Taking a look at the teams in general, SoV definitely coming into this match with the advantage. You can see their score there, 3 wins with no draws or losses. Alpha looking like they're having some trouble in the earlier parts of this season, with only one win, that is, and 2 losses. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. And here we go. Zooming over to the Beast Alpha team. Taking a look at where they're going. Spectating Obsidian for the Alpha team. Yeah. Not much happening at the beginning of a map like this, just because of how much ground each team has to cover. But it looks like the beasts will be subbing their frickin' upper left mine, and it will be a power mine too, so it looks like they'll be going for some quick tech. And zooming over to the human side of the map, they have garroted their respective mine opposite of the beasts, and they will be power mining as well. Checking out the human base, no tech yet, but we do have one player unlock-its. And taking a look back at the beast base, they already have started on a fire shrine, which means they will be sack rushing with the Nexus, and yeah, a lot of good stuff there. And they also have one player on gold, very important, especially in rushes like this. Taking a look at the beast second sub-layer, we have power mining and Aspire going up. Spectating, I guess you call him Oi Oi Oi. He's one of the players building the spires. We have Rabid in 22 seconds, and that's it. They have already started on their level 2 as well, and not much else. Taking a look at the SoV human team once again, a lot of power mining with the tower. So let's see what tech they are going with that power mine. They have an arsenal and a research center, but none of the 3 tech lines yet. Taking a look at that tower, you can pretty much get a pretty good idea how their base is going to look like, and they have placed the magnetic factory, and it looks like that tower is going to be a shield. They're placing both mag and elec at the same time. Probably won't be a problem because of how much power mining. Mine is already about 1/3 down. Going back over to the beast team, take a look at their tech and whatnot, their troop movements. Spectating Vendetta, we have sack in 8 seconds, and they have just finished their lair level 2, so it looks like they are going to try and harass the humans a bit with Ember before they get some sack going. And it's Ember versus Crossbows, and Alpha getting rocked. But they do take a couple SoVs with them. Zooming back over to the SoV base, let's see what's up there. Shield tower is up, but pretty wide open. I doubt you really have to worry about that on this map though. Spectating Takz, the human officer for the SoV team. Take a look at their tech. They have repeaters in 20 seconds, almost done with savages, and med packs, ammo packs, all that good stuff. Not too much action going on early in the game. Zooming over to this mid bridge, we have sack incoming to the human garrison, and ouch. Immobilized and scattergun to the face. The tower is still standing. Spectating Shri-Rim, the first stalker out for the Alpha Beast team. He doesn't have sack, just has Rabid and Frenzy. Beasts are building another sublayer in the middle of the map, and they're starting on Tempest and a Charm Shrine. Taking a look at the SoV team, they have 4 players moving up mid to challenge that sublayer. Spectating Voldo, here comes SoV. Ouch. And Laughing Scorpion gets rocked. For Alpha players to challenge Tetius and HaaaZe. And Tetius goes down. HaaaZe takes Vendetta. And Scar. Ouch! HaaaZe cleaning house. Taking 3 Alpha players. And he's still at full health. Going strong. He takes a mag buff. Actually, I think the comp gave him that mag buff, but Jesus, HaaaZe just freaking owning the entire Alpha team at this mid sub-layer right here. Jesus. I think HaaaZe took about 7 kills over the course of the past 20 seconds with that mag buff. So the sub is completely undefended after HaaaZe farmed the entire Alpha team, Takz and Mia hammering on it, but they're pressured by Blade. Alpha able to rally a bit to get the SoV players off their sub for the time being, but we have two more SoV human players coming in to do some more damage to it. Laughing Scorpion and Tetius taking advantage of that ladder over there to get the high ground over the beast. And looks like they will camp there with Flux and immobilizers. SoV cleaning house around this sub-layer. The way these SoV players are just dominating the defenders of this sub, you'd think it was a garrison. Continuous buffing of the players from both commanders around this sub-layer, but the sub is sitting at about 1/6 hit points right now, continually pressured by the SoV player. And this is just one massive brawl around this sub-layer. The buffs are just getting spammed. 3 SoV players on the sub with no alpha spawning. 3 spawn, but the sub goes down. So it's a 3-on-3 melee. I think one of the SoVs relocated. So it's a 2-on-3. Another SoV relocates. Alpha getting some revenge with Tempest. And HaaaZe takes out Shri and Dragon. Jesus. Purple HaaaZe must be eating all his vitamins. He is just cleaning this entire Alpha team. And with the mid sub-layer down, things a little quieter. Let's spectate the teams and see what kind of tech they got. SoV just barely finishing level 3 in about 27 seconds. And not much else, but they are building a siege rush garrison over here. And it was scouted by, who is that? Scouted by Scar, who takes a saber to the face for his efforts, by Dirkus. And the garrison is still going up, but Alpha knows about it. Taking a look over there at the sub-layer, it just got owned by 5 SoV savages, so the beasts don't have any high ground to counter this siege rush gear. This might be the end of the game here. Spectating Obsidian incoming, leading Alpha to the garrison. Doesn't look like Alpha has a lot of gold though. Their team has just been royally spanked for the entire game. I'd be surprised if they had any gold. So right now it's pretty much scavengers with whatever they can afford against nothing but Flux savages. It looks like this game is going to be over. Ballista's spawning out of the garrison. We got 3 headed down the hill right now for the lair. Laughing Scorpion, HaaaZe, Dirkus, Voldo, and Nemesis, all ballistas. Gonna try and seal the game right here. And that looks like it's it. The layer is at 1/2, 1/3, 1/4. Ballista's hammering on it, and that is game. So very decisively cleaning house with Alpha over the first game. See what Alpha can do to retaliate. And a quick update on the teams as they switch places for round 2. For Clan Alpha, SeRpeNt and Scar have switched places, so now Scar is the commander and SeRpeNt is the officer. And for SoV, all the players are retaining their positions with the exception of Tetius, who will be replaced by SeRpeNt. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. And the second match is underway. Zooming over to the beast side of the map, checking out the SoV players. We have one SoV player taking the high ground with all the others going along the south road. Looks like pretty much SoV team will be doing exactly the same as the Alpha team did in the previous match, unless of course they surprise me and bypass this mine and go for the bridge. And looks like I was right. They will be subbing their second mine over here in the upper left corner of the map, and it will be a power mine, with Dirkus and SeRpeNt moving forward to perhaps harass the human Alpha team. Taking a look at the human side of the map, they have chosen not to gear their second mine, with only one scout by the name of Obsidian heading to the middle of the map. Zooming over to the Alpha base, they have elected to power mine at their stronghold with a garrison and an arsenal, and they are going Elec first. Spectating SeRpeNt for the SoV Beast team. Him and Dirkus took a peek at the human base to see what's going on, but they have elected not to try and harass their workers, or maybe they're just taking the long way. We'll see what they do. And here they come, SeRpeNt and... that's Dirkus, right? Yeah, SeRpeNt and Dirkus heading down the hill, looking for some workers. Dirkus sees him, he leaps down. Oh snap! 3 workers dead for the Alpha team. Yep. Dirkus hammering the workers some more, but he only manages 3 before he gets a discharger to the face. Taking a look at the human base again, they have placed a research center and a mag factory. A lot of tech early on. Spectating Anna for the Alpha human team. They have med packs in 15 seconds with level 2 in just about 5 seconds. And not much else. Zooming back over to the middle of the map, the SoV team has elected to build a sub-lair at the human second mine in the lower left corner of the map. 3 workers building it and 2 SoV players. SeRpeNt pays the price for scouting. Couple SoV players power mining that, essentially stealing the human stone. Spectating Anna once again. I assume it's a she. She is moving in, takes out the 3 workers at the sub-lane. Blocking the workers, I'm not sure why. I think she took more damage blocking them than if she just would have free-swinged them. Yikes! That looks scary. I almost wet myself. From Anna's point of view, 4 scavengers spawned and came at her with Ember. So once again controlling Alpha. Taking a look at the Alpha human base, looks like they are trying to get an unsackable shield, but unfortunately I don't think Scar realizes how easily sacked that shield is. But we'll see how long his team can hold it, and in comes the SoV players with Sacrifice, and we will see how easily that shield is sacked. And it goes down thanks to SeRpeNt and Dirkus sacking the shield and 1 tower around it. So the shield tower for Alpha is down. Alpha in a whole lot of trouble now. No high ground, no shield. This game, I'd give it 5 minutes tops. Alpha holding fairly well. managing to hold that position at the top of their hill with flux guns, making sure that no sackers can get past them. Not a bad flux web. They are successfully holding off the sackers with flux. Vendetta giving SoV a little taste of their own medicine, killing a few scouts before he dies. Oh, so close. Mien almost had the last guard tower, but he was killed by flux. Spectating SeRpeNt for the Alpha human team. They aren't researching anything at the moment, but I'll just assume that they have full mag and elec level 2 tech. Spectating Dirkus, who just got owned in the face by a couple of flux guns. Taking a look at the beast tech, looks like they aren't that much farther ahead. They have Tempest in 22 seconds, which would give them a full level 2 equivalent of SAC and Strata tech, but they just barely placed their charm shrines, so tech lines are pretty much even at the moment. And the elec was just disabled. Holy shit. Considering all the alpha players are using flux, I don't think they're gonna like that. They are doing a surprisingly good job of pushing the SoV players back. They're pretty much owning them at the moment and hammering at the sublayer. The sublayer in the lower left corner of the map is at about half, but the SoV players are retaliating, and at even strength they are successfully, well, they did successfully wipe out the Alpha team. And Commander Unreal placing a Spire for insurance. Spectating Voldo for the Beast team. They have Summoners in 3 seconds and Karn in 23 seconds, but still no sign of level 3. And the human team is starting to roll out ballistas, but unfortunately I don't think they'll be much use considering how far away the nearest sublayer is. All the alpha ballistas are getting hit pretty hard by Tempest, which means they won't be pushing very far. In comes more SoV players with SAC, and there goes the elec factory again along with the arsenal. So that means no level 3 for Alpha, if they were even planning for that. I don't think you can get level 3 with mag and elec if you only have one mine. With a proper shield, of course. Spectating SeRpeNt for the human team. They have indeed not started on level 3, and I doubt they will get it before this game ends. Spectating Voldo. Ow! Jesus! That was headshot. Just so close to the Nomad I couldn't even see. And with only 20 hit points left on his Stalker, he's going to see if he can put his sacrifice to good use, and he does, successfully sacking the SeR's Workshop, which puts it at about 1/3 with 2 other SoV Stalkers hammering on it. Spectating Mean, who only has 66 hit points. SoV team has level 3 and 8 second. Vendetta takes a back swing to the, well, not the face, but the back of the head. And the SoV team pretty much going into farm mode, considering the lack of gold and tech for the Alpha team. And as I predicted, this game will probably be over in 2 to 3 minutes. Takz takes a sack on the mag factory. It's almost down. Research goes down. And the Alpha team is not even spawning at this point. They are just going to sit back and let SoV finish it. In comes more sackers and stalkers. Yeah, some of the Alpha team actually does spawn. I guess they just had long respawn times. But 3 nomads against 6 stalkers, you guys are screwed. And that is it.
Good game.
Thank you. Good game.
And the Storm of Vengeance scores 2-0 over Clan Alpha to secure their victory in this NSL match. This is DarkStorm for Newerth.com, signing off. Catch you guys later.